Hey everyone, today it's gonna be an unexpected review because even I didn't expect to review it because of the fact that I'm not a fan, but I know a lot of people are, so I'm gonna go ahead and review it. Also because my kids like it, and it is the Wetnwild SpongeBob collection. They sneak peeked it a couple of days ago, and within 24 hours they reveal what the products were, and then not even 24 hours after that, I think it was actually before they revealed their products on Wetnwild, that someone posted now at Walmart, and it had all the display up and had all the products on there. So that might become a thing, it might not, who knows, I haven't kept up with it. But it was supposed to be released on 4/10 in Walmart, and then I believe 4/20 is on their website, 4/18 is like Amazon or something. But it wasn't supposed to be released or anything like that yet. But I did find it at my local Walmart. So I got all 11 pieces of the collection. They also had the Fantasy Makers, their other little line that they had, and I had to pick up some of those things because I do like that line too. But we will start. I will show you guys everything that comes in it first, and for you that are interested in that part, here's the palette. What is that? 2, 4, 6, 18 shadows in this palette. I'm going to try to open it up, so if you're just here to see what's in the collection, to see what it looks like, that's fine. I understand. That's what this looks like. It's got some pretty colors in there. It's got little, you know, the flowers, and then I think that's a jellyfish right in that one. A barnacle, jellyfish, Krabby Patty. It's got little images on there, so it's pretty cute. And then it's got a sponge holder, which is the pineapple here. That's nice. So I do like that. I got a lot of these things also because I like some of these, if I don't use them, I'm going to put them up for display. Like I have all my stuff on display over here, I have some more up there, and all that. But, yes. This one's a Kabuki Brush, and it's Sandy on there. She's cute. I really don't know how to use Kabuki brushes. So, you know, does anyone know how to use a Kabuki brush that you can help me, teach me, help me absorb all that? And then we have a flat Kabuki brush that has SpongeBob on there, like that. It's, you know, synthetic fibers, softest, highest qualities, same things what the other one says too. This one says, bring it around town, is what that one says. Let me see if this one says anything. Rootin' tootin' happiness, this one. Buffing skin with smooth and even powder coverage. So they're definitely for powders. Nautical nonsense to your collection. So it does have cute little things like that. It's got a sponge and brush cleaning pads as the burger. It shows you right here the different little designs on there. The top bun does deep clean. The lettuce does for sponges. The patties for the eyes, like eye brushes. And the bottom bun is for the face, like face brushes and stuff. But it's each got its own little thing going on. I will open it up in a second if you're... Or maybe I should do that now, so you can see it. If I can figure out how to... It's got little... Can I open it from the top? This is a learning experience for me, okay? Okay, there we go. Yeah, it does open straight from the top. Open it up. Bring it out. So, yeah, you got little flowers in there. Your patty. Question mark. Mystery. Your lettuce. And the top one. See, you can fill it up with a little bit of water and go in there. So that's the burger. I know how to get some for my sister. I video called her, but she didn't answer, I guess, because she was at work or something. Or maybe she was at Petline. I don't know. I can't remember what she was doing. But I bought it for her. Because she is a SpongeBob fanatic. She loves SpongeBob. So I asked her what pieces she wanted me to pick up for her. And then I got a few pieces for Luna for her birthday I'm going to hold on to and surprise her with. Because she loves SpongeBob too. And, you know, I had to have some for my own little collection. And yes, I got really sick. It's pitiful. And then we have Gary. cute little thing. It's got your little thing in there. This is to sponge and brush cleanser. So I'm gonna open it. I broke the seal just now. Always check the seals, okay? Because some people open these in the store. But you get your little bar. It smells nice. So that's nice. I needed one of these for my sponges. Normally I just throw them out. But then we continue with sponges. We have Squidward. It's got his face on there and the shape of it. You see the shape? They try to keep a good shape on it. It's a makeup sponge. It's just the same thing. Hydrophilic material to ensure less makeup absorption. Deliver smooth, streak-free blending every time. So yeah, hourglass shape is what they said that Squidward one has. Here's Patrick in the classic shape, pointed shape. Same thing. Wide space, covers larger surfaces. Tapered tips, perfect for more precise application. You know, under the eyes and stuff. And then SpongeBob is a sponge. Absorb the love, not the makeup. Too precise flat cut edges, perfect for contouring and baking, and a round bottom for effortless blending. It does have a round bottom. So, they did keep in mind, like, use and, you know, just basic, applications. What's that? That's not what it's called. Convenience? Something like that. And then we have BFF, Best Friends Forever, Hydrating, and Brightening Primer Mist. So this is a primer mist. It looks like it has shimmer in there, though. Yeah, you see that? I don't know how I feel about that. I guess I'm going to be extra glowy at work today. But make sure to give that a shake. I wonder if it smells. Oh, God, I think it does. It's very scented. Oh, I might not be able to use that. I'm very delicate when it comes to scents. It gives me migraines. That is heavily scented. It smells like a perfume. So, beautiful, pretty. Probably cannot use this. I'm going to see how I do throughout the video with the scent that's already in my room. Because I don't have any scents at all. No scents. They trigger migraines. But I'll see how I do, because in the next few minutes, if I'm going to try this or not. That is like straight on perfume. But we have Purifying Setting Mist. This one does not have any shimmer or glitter in it. Does it tell me it's scented? It does not. It just says this BFF Hydrating Brightening Primer Mist. And your skin go together like SpongeBob and Patrick. 3-in-1 primer mist preps, hydrates, and brightens with illuminating, light reflecting properties to impart a soft, dewy glow. It does not say it is scented though. Oh yeah, no, I'm not gonna be able to. But this one's the setting mist. I hope. Also scented. Yeah, they're both heavily scented. They smell like straight perfume. So, beautiful to look at. They probably might do work. I cannot test them on myself, sadly. I know my limits, and this fragrance in them is going to do me in. I do not want to risk it being at work. Last thing I need is the customers to be like, why are you so grumpy? So I'm going to prime my face like I normally would, set my foundation, do the contouring. Oh, I might try this for the contouring. Or I might just test it out. Because I'll show you guys. I'll be back. Let me go with one of these sponges. I am going to try out one of the sponges at least. I believe I will use the Patrick one. I don't want to though, you know what I mean? Like I really don't want to put them to use, but might as well, and that's why I bought them. So I'll be right back, okay? Okay, I'm back, and oh, I didn't even prime my face like I said I would. I guess we're doing the whole routine today together. Might as well be. It's just the e.l.f. Putty Poreless Primer. It's not really what I do. It really hasn't changed. I just found that it's what works for me. Well, this routine anyway. Get rid of my pores that are right here around my face. Get this out. Get it all over. That one's the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. It's also something else I like. Make sure it's on the nose because my nose is like so oily. Especially during the summer. Especially during the summer. Okay, so we have everything on the side. And I'm going to use the Patrick one. Like, it got pretty big. Like, it used to be like this. I know, it's... Look at his face. Very fluffy. Okay, so we're going to open up our... I'm going to use the bottom part because it is the wider part. And I'm using this for my face. A bit of the foundation. Like, turn you guys over. A little bit. Oh, it's cold. It is so cold. I know I don't show you guys all this. But today, for testing purposes, we are going to see. And it's doing a good job moving the foundation and putting it on, but I feel like it is absorbing it more than my other sponge. Because this one came with, well, it didn't come with it. I got it through Influencer. But it came with the green sponge, and that green sponge barely absorbed any of this product. But it is absorbing this product. I'm not getting as much of a coverage as I normally would, from what I'm seeing. And if I keep going back over it, it kind of picks up the product. And I don't like that. I'm not liking that at all. Like, okay, so yeah, it absorbed a bit more of the product than I am used to it being taken up. Like, let me see. Not much off is coming off anymore, which means it's up in there and there. Yeah, you see what I mean? Like, it relifts the product if I go back over it. And I'm not used to my sponges doing that. Okay. So yeah, we're not going to have the full coverage that we normally do get from my foundation today, which is fine. I mean, we're testing out this product. So the sponges, for this, the Patrick one definitely absorbs the product quite a bit. Definitely keep that in mind. I do not have as much coverage as I normally would. You can see like the color of my cheeks coming through. And normally I like to have a lot more coverage than that if I'm gonna be doing makeup. Yeah, see? It's just, it's not. So this collection right now, sponge-wise, is just for looks. I don't really see it. It absorbs too much of the product, is my biggest complaint right now. Like, I'm not getting as much out of my products because it's just going into the sponge. Yeah. And then, like, I'm not on no PR list. I'm not on anything, and even if I were, it no matter. It's just honest testing, honest reviewing. Like, I'm trying to get more coverage. I don't want to use any more product because I already used more than I normally would. But you can see the color of my cheeks coming through. A bit of patchiness and stuff. like, you can tell I don't have the normal coverage that I would from this foundation. So sponge is cute and definitely not going to be worth actually using. So this one says it's also for powder, contouring, highlighting is what this one claims. Is the SpongeBob one like this? So I am going to try to use this, but first I'm going to try to set my face with the... Should I use it? I will feel it. I'm not really going to use it. But I will tell you if the bristles are actually soft on this one. I think most of us want the collection just to have it on display. Because it's so cute. Look at it. It's got the base suit. You can just sit it up like this. Sit it. Let me see. But it is their classic soft dense bristles for their Kabuki brush. It's really nice. It does feel nice. So that's nice. That one. Yeah, that's the round Kabuki brush. Put it back in there. I was wondering, like, why isn't it standing up? It's like maybe if you put it back in its base more, it would. But that one felt soft and everything. I personally don't want to use it at the moment because it's I don't want to ruin it. It's really just for display on this occasion. Sorry, I was struggling. I was struggling quite a bit. I don't even know how they do this. It's like maybe leave this part for later more. Bring them back in the packaging. Okay, so there we go with that. Ignore that. Let me get back into my space. Kind of bummed out because of the sponge isn't giving me the coverage I need, but like I'm going to work, so it doesn't matter more. Doesn't matter. And I have to set my face. I don't know where I left my setting powder. Right here. I'm going to use the same sponge, the Patrick sponge, to set my under eyes, or at least attempt to. I don't know, I feel like it absorbed too much of the water, and even though that I squeezed it out, I feel like, I don't know, it's not up to par with anything that I want it to do right now. It's just, nope, it's not doing it for me. It's just, it's not performing like I need it to, you guys. It's just, it's not cutting it. I'm gonna go with the brush this time because it's just, I'm gonna see powder going everywhere because I'm trying to rush through it at this point because I need to get ready for work. I don't even know what time I'm supposed to go in. It's 2 something. I'm gonna set my foundation. Or what's left of my foundation. We're gonna go light coverage today. Extremely light. Like you can barely tell I'm wearing foundation. Like, not the bad way, you can tell. Like, it looks natural and everything, but there's still too much coming through on it. And the application's a little uneven. That's the only thing I'm really not liking about it. It's just, it's not what I would want from any of this. Alright, so I'm getting the Kabuki brush. I'm going into my Ace Beauty contouring. Gonna grab some of the color, or try to apparently, and then we're gonna see how this actually. Oh, okay. So for contouring, this is definitely it. It's so soft, and it went straight into the little hollow of my cheeks. So they might be onto something with this new Kabuki brush here. I know they have one similar to it, but not quite like this one. But look at that. Oh, okay. Alrighty. That's gonna help with the foundation issue too, so quite nice. It's very soft, extremely soft, I'll tell you that. Like, it is like feathers on my skin right now. I'm loving it. Oh, yes. I'm gonna do the bronzing. I'm just gonna do it all with this. Bronzing around the perimeter of the face. Just a little bit to add color back into it. So that's nice. And it even said highlighting. There is a highlighter. Where did my highlighter go? I'm missing my highlighter. So it's 12 pieces in this collection. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go find that in a second. But then we're gonna do blush. I need blush. So we're gonna go in with, once again, the Ace Beauté. And we're gonna go in with this one. I like the darker blushes. And a little bit of this one. And we're gonna see if I can get it on top. Normally the brush I use is too harsh of an application, and I don't like the way it turns out. But this one's blending it nicely together. Okay. Yeah, I'm not mad at this. This brush is actually gonna stay up front with me then. Up front and center. Oh. Okay, and then because I'm curious, I'm gonna try to contour my nose with it. So let's see, just on the edge of the brush, and I'm gonna go up and down the nose. On the other edge of the brush, up and down the nose. Okay, so it's easy to even contour your nose with this thing. Okay, I'll be right back. I forgot that there is a highlighter with this, and I don't have it on my desk, so I'll be right back. Okay, so here it is. This is the highlighter. It's got SpongeBob's face on it. It's very shimmery, glimmery looking. I'm trying to get it open now, since we're using that brush. Maybe at some point I will get it open. I'm gonna lose a nail, and I don't have fake nails on right now, so if I lose a nail, it's my real nail. Struggling. Why won't you open? Okay, I got it. I got it. So this is it. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the brush again. On the edge. I'm just doing it on the edge. Okay. So it's not too overwhelming. It's a nice, like, golden highlight. Maybe not with this brush for the highlighter. I'm trying to see. Well, I mean, it's nice. It's a very subtle, soft highlight. Can you see it? Like, it's just glimmery kind of thing. I'm gonna go in with my finger to do it on the tip of the nose. Okay, yeah, it comes out a lot stronger if you use your finger. Obviously, you're packing it on. But on the cheek, it's more like a shimmer kind of glow kind of thing. Very natural. So it is pretty, it's nice. These two are definitely going to keep up here. Because that's, it's one of those soft things. You might want to do the highlight first. I know normally you don't hear people say that. But, or use a more precise brush, not necessarily this one. Because it will make it go a little bit too far out. It kind of makes it lose its shape on your contouring your blush. So use a more precise brush is what I would suggest. And then I'm going to grab a normal brush. And this is the Fantasy Makers blush from Wetnwild. The display is right there on the same one as the SpongeBob one, so I went ahead and grabbed this. And it's just a nice little soft pink blush, and I want to use that on my cheeks up here. Just here. Add a bit of a flush. Yeah, like that. I'm a little pale lately from being kind of sick. But okay, so we have all this going on. Nice, wonderful, great. I thought I put this over here. Oh, did I pick it up? My cats are dropping stuff. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes because it is getting close to the time to do the eyes. It's not getting close to it. It is time to do the eyes. So don't be as rough to your eyelids as I am to mine. Show love to your eyelids, unlike I'm doing right now. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I'm warming this up because if I don't, then it works against me, and I want to give this palette a fair shot. Normally Wetnwild does really good with their formulation, so I'm not really worried. But if my eye primer is just not working with me, then it's gonna affect the eyeshadow. I did just take a shower, so that might be drying out my skin. Okay, so we're gonna try this. We're gonna see how this goes. We're opening up Mr. Palette here. It's got the names in the back. It's got all the info. Nickelodeon. The entire collection cost me more than $40. Closer to $50, I think. I don't fully recall. Because we bought a lot of other stuff too. We did some grocery shopping. But let's begin. What shall we do today? We have quite a bit of colors to choose from, so I'm having a hard time here. Should I do a classic smoky eye? Look at these. I'm gonna do a halo eye because I like doing halo eyes. Okay, so with SpongeBob, what? These are the colors to choose from, so it's kind of. I'm gonna go in with this one, which is Secret Formula. It's got an asterisk by it, so it's face pigment, not for use around the eyes, which means I will probably have staining if I didn't do the eye primer correctly. It's fine. I'm used to working with formulas like that. So we're gonna go in. I almost try to look into the palette as if it had a mirror, but it doesn't have a mirror. So trying to pack it on. It's like a purpley color. I almost thought it was blue, but it's purple. I'm getting it onto the lid. Getting it onto this. I just like touched my nose with it. Because I would. Because I wouldn't. I would drop the brush onto my face like that. Okay. Okay. Let me try to correct what I just did down here. Touched my nose right there. Well, I don't think it's gonna help. Yeah, it's not helping. So definitely don't drop this anywhere on your face, because it will smudge. It will stain. So I'm gonna have to actually try to put foundation on right there later. I don't have time right now. Well, I do, but I don't feel like wasting that time. Okay. I'm dropping everything. Next. It's gonna end up being really simple because of the fact that there's not much to work with if I'm doing a halo eye. We're gonna go with this orange one. I just want to see what it'll do if I put it next to it. Just, you see all that Yeah, dip in lightly. We're gonna do it here. Dip in lightly if you don't want any fallout. I'm doing a crazy look. I'm looking insane today. Which is perfect. It's been crazy lately. There's so many things happening. That's all. And boss lady was in Tennessee for 2 weeks, and then she comes right back for 1 week, and she's like, I'm going on vacation. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, don't you want to be our boss for at least another week before you decide to take that vacation? But apparently not. So we're going to go in with this one. I forgot to tell you, the orange one was Absorb the Love. And then this one over here is I Captain. I Captain. So that one's going to be the center right here. Look at that, is some really nice. Ooh. It's like a foil. It is a foil shade for sure. Okay, I'm going to change brushes to this one. It's a little more compact. And I actually want to go in with this shade right here. It's kind of shimmery. And I think that is Jellyfish Jam. My camera made me orange for a second there. I'm going to see if I can pick it up for one. That one's kind of like protruding out of the pan. This is really interesting. Okay. Like, I'm really having to go into it, like really into it, to get some pigment off. So it's letting me know that that's something this shade I probably need to use like my finger or something with. Okay, so it definitely picked up once I really got it in there, and it's working. But I'm going to try to deepen up these purples shade right here with the stencil brush. Each of these formulas is a bit different from the others, so different brushes are going to be required to work with this whole palette. Because it is definitely not super simple. Okay. Going back in. I'm going to tell you now that it's needed just to have the palette, and you wanted to try it out, you're definitely going to want to pick up a second one to keep if you want to display it, because using it is definitely getting rid of the designs already, just by the bit I've already dipped into it. Like, look, the Krabby Patty on this one is already kind of starting to fade, sadly. Okay, so we have that, and now on the bottom I do want to go in with this golden shade right here, which looks like it's Square Pants. I believe it's Square Pants, yes. Okay, so we're gonna go with Square Pants. Just picking it up as much as I can. Yeah, see, these are hard pressed. They're very hard pressed. So I'm not gonna go in, like, yeah, that did it. That picked it up. But I think it's because of the design that it's so hard pressed. It makes it a bit harder to pick up. And then this dark greenish one is Best Day Ever. We're gonna get that, bring it over. Like so. And then we're gonna finish off with this one, which is Me Money. Mr. Krabs. That is definitely Mr. Krabs shade. Like, there's no denying that. That one is the pretty shade. That's such a lovely green. Oh, yes. Okay, so I'm going to, well, no, I'm going to add like a bottom highlight. I want to use that one tartar sauce. This one. I'm gonna use that under my brow. Under the brow. Sorry, I'm also sweating. And I'm in a onesie. I don't know why. I have to have my onesie on though. Okay, so putting this on. I guess it'll put it all to the test today. It's pretty. And then I'm going to get a little bit more over here in the inner part of the eye. Get it here. Like so. And I'll be right back. I'm going to do my liner, my lashes, my brows. And get the fan going. Because it's hot in this room. But I'll be right back, alright? Alright, so this is the finished look. I went for a nude lip. And I gotta say, this is not my favorite look ever. At all. At all. Far from it. The eyeshadows worked great. They did. It's just the color scheme on them is a little bit hard to work with. It's, I'm gonna probably redo it. I might redo it quickly at the end of this video. Do a quick, simple cut crease. Because Halo Eye, it looks more like a Halloween look to me than it does an actual like spring look or anything like that. Like these are Halloween colors. My bad. My bad. Totally went in opposite direction of what I should have. But, I'm not quite sure. Did it perform the way I wanted it to? Yes. And at the same time though, I really had to dig into this shade. It's really hard pressed in there, and so is the gold. And because of all that, there's like all this residue on the palette itself. Like there's a lot of fallout in the kickback, whatever you want to call it. In the actual palette itself, let me turn that light off. So the palette itself is very pretty. The colors are good. There's no patchiness, no nothing. They blended well together. I do not recommend the sponges. Do not use the sponges. Like, oh my goodness. This is not the coverage I want at all from my foundation. So I'm going to probably redo that. And get back to you on everything else. Like, the other sponges are going to go on display. Like, they're just for display purposes now. I learned not to use that. And, you know, these are come in handy to hold the other stuff and probably be on display too, though. But yeah, so that is it. Don't recommend the sponges for actual, like, foundation application. They just didn't do well. Maybe it has to be their own specific foundation, but I don't use their foundation too often anymore. It left a lot to be desired on this foundation. There's a lot of like little patchy spots. It didn't do the full coverage. It just absorbed too much of the product. It's just not it. And then the sprays, like I said, I can't review those for you to see if they actually work because of the fact that they're so heavily fragranced. So heavily fragranced. So, either way, so sorry if you were looking forward to this review and you wanted it to be A+, but A+ does go to the, where did I put them? I put them behind everything else apparently. A+ does go to the flat Kabuki brush and the highlighter. Like the highlighter is very glittery, glimmery, but it's nice. It'll go like deeper skin tones. This will be like the highlight to just bam. But it's mainly more of a display kind of thing. It's not really something except this definitely like ooh, cuts right into there. That this is forefront, stays up here forever now. But yeah, palette gets a 8. It's a good 8. A little hard to work with just because of the color scheme. I can definitely come up with a look though, but it's pretty, it's nice, it's cool. But if you use it, you're gonna get rid of your designs on there fairly quickly, just because of how often you have to go in there. These are glitters. I'll go ahead and tell you that these are definitely glitters. Those are not shimmers. Those are glitters. These two. Okay. Matte. Kind of shimmery. Definitely has shimmer. These are almost like foils up here. Those. This one's got like that. There's like a highlight color in that one. But, yes. It's just a quick review. This is the look. I'm probably going to just save this for like Halloween, because those are some Halloween colors I came up with. And, yeah, definitely check it out only if you are going to be a collector or if you need a new contouring brush, because this is definitely a good contour brush. Definitely. Kept it nice, even, clean. But that's it. I kept you here long enough. I'm sorry if you were expecting it to be something more spectacular. It's not. But it's still good. These products right here, these three, are definitely what I would recommend getting it. I haven't tried the cleaner yet, but I'll try that right now to try to clean this so I can dry it and put it back for display. But I'll see you guys in my next video, which shall be the Nikita palette. Bye! Alright, quick update because I think you guys would find it helpful. I did use the Gary sponge cleaner, and oh my goodness. Normally, the reason I throw away my sponges instead of just trying to wash them is because I haven't found one that actually gets the color out, because I use a deeper foundation shade. There are some that are on the market, but they're like really pricey and I don't want to use those. But I used the little Gary one, and the sponge is good as new. Can't even tell I used it. Like, look at this. Like, I am impressed. It is a good value overall. So, the Gary sponge washer thing is also one of the things I feel like you should get, go and pick up. Like, definitely, it's going to be a keeper, front and center also, with the other little few that I found that work. So this collection is like half and half. And the makeup brushes, no, definitely not. They're just cute to keep around. But the actual bar of soap that comes in that Gary thing, definitely get that, pick it up. Now, I'm definitely signing off for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow.